Looks like an...
Here I am again. Hi. Writing to stay sane in this crazy place. I can't believe Grigory's dead. Leader was fine yesterday, and then suddenly passed away in his sleep, and no one will talk to me about it. They treat me like a child, whispering behind my back, as if I can't cope with death, even after the end of the world.
So Ted had other people in here with him, including a teenage girl. The living area. It's pretty big, too.
There's nothing normal about a scientist, his daughter, a guru, and well, let's face it, a harem living through the end times in a trillionaire's underground survival bunker. But now that Grigory's gone, I'm worried things will get even weirder. He helped keep Ted stable for a couple of years, sort of. Without him, who knows? And we don't even understand what happened to him.
The girl's right. Nothing normal about Ted. This is the way to the main door, so I can let the Quinn in.
I know everyone's reeling after Grigory's, untimely demise. He was a deeply spiritual man who wasn't afraid to rip back the curtain and gaze where few men dare. I've asked Dr. Sumtow to, check on what happened to him. I'm sure he had some kind of condition or something. The main point is that while we certainly miss him, we will go on. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, something tells me it didn't turn out that way. Look at this place. It's pretty fancy for a survival bunker. There, the door. Let's hope I can open it from the inside.
Most of Ted's women repulse me, okay? They're like contestants on a housewife sim preening for the hubby's attention. But Brianna, the hollow singer, she's different. She's always been nice to me. And I love her voice, which has been conspicuously silent since Grigori died. She doesn't speculate or gossip like the others. She knows something. I can tell. And I'm gonna find out what it is.
Ah, good. An emergency exit function.
Emergency exit initiated.
The door is open. Destiny is upon us. I knew you could do it.
What's going on?
The CO is preparing to enter Thebes.
Oh, why are you dressed like Ted Pharaoh?
I am Pharaoh, renewed. My essence is the same as his. Across the years, across the generations, his soul is my soul. His will is my will. We are sundered in only one way. I need his final testament, his deepest secrets. And now that the door is open, those secrets are within my grasp. When I have them, I will be complete, as he was. I will have everything I need to save our homeland, and, as Pharaoh did, the world.
Okay. I think there's some confusion here about who Pharaoh really was.
No one knows better than I who he was. Me. The Renewer, greatest of the ancestors, the man who saved the world. And you. You understand, Sobek. You are her, Pharaoh's harbinger, his assistant. Come, we will descend into Thebes together, as it should be. Bring her the raiment.
Raymond?
As he is Pharaoh, you are Sobek. For an occasion this momentous, shouldn't you wear proper business attire?
Whoa. No, 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 no. No, I am not wearing that. No way.
You will wear the proper attire to mark this moment.
Or what?
It is said Sobek valued life above all else. Is this true?
Fine. I'll wear your raiment.
Excellent. Shall we proceed? Look at this place. The grandeur.
Pharaoh's domain. Simply breathtaking.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his secrets. Let's go find them.
Your Magnificence, perhaps we should leave guards behind to cover our exits?
Indeed. Let it be done. Pharaoh's visage, a monument to greatness.
Truly, my CEO.
It's a monument to something, I'll give you that.
Brianna didn't wake up this morning. Brianna didn't wake up this morning. She's gone. Just like Grigori. I'm looking up at the giant, hideous statue of Ted in the Great Hall. At his eyes. And I know now that he's watching me. He's watching us all. He's always had power over us. I just never knew how much.
Did you discover some data?
The Emperor will reward the party for this, my CO.
Great risks bring great bounties, Overseer.
I think this way might lead down.
Excellent. Remember every detail of his, Bohai, for posterity.
It will be its own chapter in your legacy, Lord. Wonder if Pharaoh had a footbath in here. I've always wanted one of those.
There will be no further discussion of your feet, Bohai.
Quite a palace Pharaoh built for himself.
No less than he deserved.
Of course, your evidence.
Brianna told me that Grigori hacked into restricted files and found out something awful. That Ted murdered important people who worked on Zero Dawn. Did Ted punish Grigori? Kill him for discovering what he did? How could that be? Dad said there wasn't a mark on Grigori's body. His heart just gave out.
Find anything interesting?
I can't make sense of it yet. This is weird.
I tried to warn you.
Yeah, sort of.
I'll explain everything if we survive long enough.
Those certainly look threatening.
Huh. Statues. The guardians of Pharaoh's domain.
Those aren't statues. Look out!
Get the CO out of here!
Guess it's just us then. Not happy to see me?
That must have hurt! Keep your guard up! Well fought.
Thanks.
Where's Overseer Bond?
He has decided to return to the surface. A wise choice. We can't afford to lose any more diviners than necessary. So, no more delays. We must proceed. Yes, that looks like the way.
When I built this place, when its special systems were designed, I knew what I wanted. Protection, of course. An unlimited power source, that was a given. But also control over every possible eventuality. After all, you never know what'll happen, especially when the human element is involved.
What did you find?
Trust me. You don't want to know.
I guess I don't.
Ever deeper we go. What is that? A reclining throne, attached to some kind of apparatus. I wonder what it does. An impressive setup. What is it for?
I'm sorry, CO. I don't know. My focus can't read the data here.
What about the living ancestor? Is the data lost to her? Scan the device, if you will.
You did this for him? You put, like, off switches in everyone's heads?
Can you? You mustn't judge me. I had no choice. If I said no, what would he do to us? What would he do to you? You're my little girl. I was trying to keep you alive.
Scan the
Seriously,
device.
why? So we can be trapped in this underground nightmare? You know what we have to do. Please.
Did you find a recording, Aloy?
Yeah. I'll share it with you later.
Tell me what your focus reveals about the device.
Made a minor adjustment to the gene therapy regimen and added a new cocktail to treat the symptoms caused by the mutations. Hopefully, there will be some stabilization after the next treatment. God knows what Ted'll do to us if there isn't. The early results were so promising. No signs of aging, no cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to my old lab in Bangkok, or my old colleagues, or my old liquor cabinet. Stop it. Got to stay positive. Fakanya.
You saw something. I could tell. Did the data explain what Pharaoh used this device for?
I think he was undergoing treatments to live longer. A lot longer.
Really? Could he still be alive?
Don't be foolish. If he were alive, he would have kept his essence. It would not have been passed down to me. Remember, he was the renewer. Of course, he would have stopped at nothing to grasp the secrets of life and death. But not for himself. Everything he did was for a new beginning. For us, for the Quen. And for his true heir, me.
You know, I'm starting to think you're right. You do have a lot in common with Ted Pharaoh.
I knew you would see, in time. Let us continue. His secrets await. Is that a small office? For a minor functionary, perhaps?
An automated geothermal energy plant right under the city of San Francisco. A marvel.
Break the door down.
I'm going to look for another way in.
Good idea. It's worked before.
Very well. Get to it. Ah, is that a vent of some sort? Not a bad idea. Hurry! Break it open! She's gone. Did she make it to the other side?
A console. Maybe I can access Ted's files from here. There. Omega clearance. Got it. What do you have to say for yourself, Ted?
Somtow's dead. Along with his kid. Found them on the floor of his office this morning, holding hands. Must have poisoned themselves. I never would have put them to sleep. She was just a girl, for Christ's sake. I offered them life, and this is how they repaid me. By leaving me all alone. But I guess I've been alone since this whole thing began. Alone in bearing the burden. For the past. For the future.
Same old Ted. No matter who dies, he's the one feeling sorry for himself.
Liz's future. Liz's children. Someday they'll come, and I'll be here to greet them. Sometimes said my aging has stopped altogether. If anything, my cells are replenishing faster than normal. I just need some time for the mutations to calm down. Time. And energy. Sometimes if the reactor can give me what I need to grow strong again, to get my shit back together, so I can greet the kids. They're gonna need me. My advice, my guidance, and then I won't be alone anymore.
Pharaoh's secrets. Are they here?
Not the ones you're looking for.
Then they must be in there.
Trust me. You don't want to go in there.
Are you mad? I haven't come all this way to stop now. At last, Pharaoh's legacy is mine. Is that?
It's him.
Burn it to ash.
Wait, no. Pharaoh has it rigged to melt down.
Kill them too. No witnesses. We won't surrender!
Pharaoh rigged the reactor to overflow if he dies. We have to run.
Keep back and finish her!
We found something that will help. Not just your homeland, but everywhere.
But where's the CO?
He's gone. I guess you could say he gave his life to help us attain the secrets of Thebes.
I see. You must think I'm eminently stupid.
What? No.
The CO was an entitled egotist who twisted our beliefs into a sickening, self-serving fantasy. And you expect me to believe he sacrificed himself for scraps of data? It's time for the truth, and it better be convincing. Otherwise, I'll simply order these soldiers to open fire.
Hold on. You're right. To be honest, the CO screwed everything up. He brought Thebes down around our ears and died like a gutless coward. But we really did find something down there that will help your homeland. If I can take it and use it. Now, if I have to, I will fight my way out of here, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can just let me go. And then take credit when things start to improve.
Success certainly does sound better than failure. It seems then that our destinies are intertwined. Landfall is open to you. If it will help your cause, you may come and go as you please. But Alva must join you and report back on your efforts.
Fair enough.
Thebes is of no further value to us. Obviously, we're going back to the flotilla. Alva, I expect your reports to be thorough.
Oh, I thought he was going to have us killed. And instead, I get to join you.
Glad to have you. But you're going to need a little help to reach our base. Varl, I made a new friend. I need you to meet her at the Quen Ferry and escort her back.
On it. Can't wait to meet her.
Trust me, you'll love it there. Varl will give you a better focus, and all the data you could ever want. Head to the ferry. I'll join you back east as soon as I can.
A diviner must follow the truth, wherever it leads. I'll see you there.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we should have what we need to capture Hephaestus. But before I head to the ferry, maybe I should stop by Landfall. With the CO gone, maybe more Quen will be willing to talk. Might be worth looking around the island, too. I gotta change out of these clothes. I can't believe the CO made me play dress-up. Try at least. Another tall neck. Should try machines attacking.
It must be to save Laura's. She's trapped up in this tower. Part of the route she climbed collapsed.
I should be able to climb that tower. I could help that trapped soldier.
Laura's! Sobek is here! The ancestors must still have plans for your sorry carcass.
Stop joking, Elena. You need to help me find a way down from here.
I'm not joking. The living ancestor is here.
Yeah, right. Get me some rope.
Sobek's on her way up now.
Sure. And Song Jiao and Ted Farrow are holding the ropes, are they? You know, if Bohai hears you taking the names of the ancestors in vain, you'll be up on charges.
That's where the climb's broken. My pole can't be shaken when I close that up. Let's find that soldier.
Oh, so you found a way up, did you, Arrayas? My ancestors.
We can cut the whole living ancestor speech. Let's find you a way out of here, okay? There. You alright?
Yes. I'm lucky. Nothing broken. Tried to climb out and... whole thing came down on me. I thought maybe that hole in the wall could get me inside the tower, but I can't reach it.
Let's find us both a way off this tower. That gap in the wall leads back inside the tower. If I can reach it.
There must be data in here somewhere. I cannot... Sobek? I have searched, but I could find no way out. Arrayas! You better still be alive so that I can kill you myself!
Better try further back. Let's get this to that hole. Can you climb up using this?
Yes. All praise to you, Sobek.
Well, we're inside the tower. That's something. Let's find a way out of here.
Here we walk in the footprints of the ancestors. The truth will be
There's
found.
something over here.
The light will be shone. I will return this to land. So that the diviners can inspect it.
There. I can break that wall.
Thank you, Sobek. I need to inspect the place the data was found before I leave.
There's the Tallneck that's sending the signal. It talks. You gotta be careful. Maybe my focus can tell me more. Something seems to have knocked the Tallneck down. Maybe the current. I better take a look at the damage. 2 parts are missing. Is that what the gun talk is coming? I'll be able to find the parts of the nest. Those total parts must be up there somewhere. I just have to get to them. I can override Glinthawk's now. Stop her from swooping down on me. Looks like the part I'm looking for. One down, one to go. This is where I found one of the parts missing from the Tallneck. Other one might be nearby. I'm here. The second Tallneck part. I'll be taking that. even land, I may be able to jump onto its helmet.
champion. Sit.
Next time, perhaps you could make a purchase.
Is it me, or do the old ones just look funny?
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the Zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Anybody seen one of my machines strike me?
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. A slave. Forever. We have a solid plan. You helped come up with it. Without you there, the probability that the Zeniths discover us is high. But with you, that risk is much less. We'll get Hephaestus, get out, and come back here. It'll be okay. No! You can't guarantee that! I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them! It's hopeless! Beta.
Leave me alone! You don't understand!
You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having the strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. Like he said, odds are in our favor if I do. We have to succeed. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
I know that. But if there were two of me walking around, I'd run for the hills and never look back. Come on, I'm being serious. So am I.
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for... Oh, and...
I imagine you don't know anyone here that...
It's funny, because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same... I mean, you are, as in... But even so...
We grew up very different.
Yes.
I hope everyone's been...
Oh, yeah, of course. And they share the... It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only share data with the permission from the overseers.
Sounds restrictive.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
But, I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so... like every emotion she had, and she looked happier. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru.
Maybe.
If you need anything...
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail. As expected, I've even received some very, you know, in case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of... For now. I see you've been used...
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually let us study.
You wanted data, you'll find lots.
A diviner has never had this sort of unsuper... And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to...
Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a life. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's over.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars from a fire lit by the goddess. You mentioned Eric Visser?
The Zenith who tried to kill... He is known to the Quen as the Protect, combing through data related to his war, related to weapons and knowledge our rulers use to conquer and expand. To become the Empire. That's why he's one of our most revered and... But, based on your encounter, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever... Yet another distorted interpretation.
Well, at least you're piecing...
If only the overseers back home would...
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and...
I'm afraid I don't know any... Whatever legacy they left behind, the...
Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe revered, and here on Earth, right?
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else... Maybe Nikita Arand? The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the... Or Song Jiao, whom we call the he... It is said she found new ways to extend... But my curiosity, our view of Visser was, compared... Perhaps it is better...
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy. and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths detrimental to the stability, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why diviners are only allowed to act. Only Overseers can view. It ensures that any heretical data can...
What happens to diviner?
I never had the courage.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes.
Right. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we considered the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing. If only we could find the right data in this. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources, dozens of ships were, scouting missions were, and the Emperor's nephew was named Sia, one who wields the legacy for the good of the living embodiment of Ted Faro. It may seem strange now, but for a time, we really believed he would. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you... What happened?
We lost most of our and scores of soldiers perished to hunger, and that was before we even hit. Once we landed, machines and we struggled to replenish our rat. There were bright spots, to be sure, but nothing improved the CEO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were... He became more and more obsessed and more convinced that the title of... You heard him? Spouting nonsense about Pharaoh. We knew these weren't the words, but he was quick to put any...
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things, but what the CO became was a complete pervert principle diviners stand for. I'm sorry you had to endure his mad...
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than...
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's... But he's hardly... I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data. The best thing I can say about him is that to always do what's best...
Yep, sounds... The ancestors.
Yes and no. The ancestor... Those whose legacy taught us warfare, leader...
The CEO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well... Any old one who has made minor contribution, one of the ancestors, is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data, misinformed.
You mentioned the reason you came here was
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners. When I passed the divination exams, it brought honor to our family. Only Alika begged me not.
Why?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed, not even your family, unless you can get...
Sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep. Well, fearful. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just because of my position. I was able... But if our crops don't recover soon...
I promise I'll do my best. You mentioned there was...
Yes. I found references to an old world system back in... It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it a sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to... But we've never gotten it to... But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research... It's in San Francisco.
Another pharaoh?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki. So the legacy tells... If we can acquire that data, every year my sister gets terrified when with Leviathan.
Okay.
That's the thing. The data doesn't... But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruin. Would you come with me? You're much better at fight.
Of course.
Thank you.
I should go.
Of course. Before you... It sounded like there was an...
Not anymore.
To understand one another is to...
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in Len.
I appreciate it.